Welcome to Volume 12 of Friendsim 2. I did not give the creators enough credit within the first 20 minutes, and I then rectify it the following minute after. So, yeah, just let you know that, may act a little awful towards them, but I rectify it, alright? Don't go piddling yourself in the comments about it. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get right on in.
Hello, everybody. It's been a good bit for me personally, but probably not as much for y'all. So, Friendsim 2 time. Oh boy, can't wait. So, what we've been dealing with is, where did we last leave off? Oh yeah, we were going into the purple blood area. Can't wait for that, and by can't wait for that, I mean right now. If you can see behind my thing, hold on one second. Okay, hold on one second. Look at that, volume 12. Volume 12 right now. Anyway, yeah, it's volume 12 was the most recent volume that came out. And I have some choice words to say if they do not pull this off really well. And by that, I mean all of the purple blood seem to be black. And by now, before you start throwing shade, I too am black. Big shock right now. But I officially have a say in this. If this is just rep for rep's sake, then I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. I'll keep it a buck. I'm gonna be pissed if this is just they're black. They're essentially just black but with gray face paint and horns. Okay, why? Because rep. Sick. Didn't ask for it. Whatever. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, next volume, volume 12, Land of the Dark Lotus Eaters. This route contains content warnings for existential or identity crisis, unreality, discussions of state and institutional violence, sexually suggestive language and situations. Route has action sequences. Player discretion's advised. You lift the heavy metal maintenance hatch with a huff. It falls silently to the side and you emerge. The crunch of otherworldly grass is pleasant to your ears. You go to take a breath of what you think will be fresh air. Psych. The air is light in your lungs and feels almost dreamlike. You're immediately hit with the glare of hundreds of neon lights. It's so bright here. And against the stark black sky, you feel transported, oh boy, to another dimension. It's so real here. Very dense. Too realistic. It's almost scary. Your heart is hanging from in your stomach, like trapezing through the fourth dimension. It feels like the particles you're breathing in are mixed with the little reflections of light. You take another breath in and smell of popcorn and burnt sugar fills your nostrils. The garish giggles of electronic clowns fill the thick atmosphere. The jangs and pangs and bangs of games and rides echo throughout the grounds. Wait a minute. Where are you? How are you outside? Oh boy. It's going off. Duh. Ooh. Are we getting a rap? Hold on. No rap. That's okay. That would have been too stereotypical. Anyway, how are you outside? In front of you, what looks like a neon carnival. It sits in an open field. You search for stars above you, but the sky is pitch black. Something in that sky leaves an eerie purple haze in the land. Purple haze? Stunned in Bakana. The last thing you remember is being on a spaceship, and the Alternian spaceship at that. There's no way a place like this could exist on a spaceship. Spaceship! Weirder things have happened. Your mind races back to the training satellite that Skylo is strapped on, but here everything looks blurry but clear at the same time. You feel a bit disoriented and seasick. There's no one around. In this distance, you see that everything everywhere is covered in neon blinking lights, bulbs and wires of all sizes. There are attractions and concessions of every kind. You hear music playing. It's carried but also twisted by the plasticine wind to your ears. It really looks like someone could have a lot of fun here. You look around to see what game you'll try first. Wait. When you turn to look, the place is almost, if you shift this way, just looks like... Never mind. It's just a carnival. Well, not just a carnival. Its existence alone is enough to make anyone double take, but it is a distraction. Find your friends! You decide to enter the carnival and scope the place out. What really is going on in this carnival in the middle of nowhere? You pass through the gates and enter your ticket line. As you walk up, it says, repent, and that'll cheer you up, sad fool. You got a roof above you, and if not, you got 2 legs beneath you, and if not, at least you ain't getting beat down and shot. You walk past stands and concessions. You see some games that are labeled Test of Strength, and other caravan stands advertising opportunities like a chance to witness the world's strongest burgundy blood, the Rust Runt. On the caravan, there is an illusion of a very slender burgundy troll struggling to lift a twig with a hot dog on it. Huh, that feels familiar, thematically speaking. A ride with Escape the Dark Carnival, a journey through the afterlife. Looks like a fun one. You see a balloon, a dart stand. Instead of regular balloons, the balloons have cartoon faces of lower blood castes. Oh boy, racism. You approach the balloon and dart and stand to try to throw a few darts. Why? MSPA reader, I know you're on hallucinogens right now, but what the actual fuck? You go to pick up the dart, but it's way too heavy for your arms. Maybe it's true what they say. You go around some posts, which leads you to the back area of the carnival. There are tons of caravans sporting all sorts of titles and attractions, sure. Each caravan has its own array of lights, show, and flair. There seems to be areas for the traveling performers to cook and eat. Even makeshift showers set up for bathing and washing clothing. Now we know it's an illusion. There's no way these motherfuckers bathe. Absolutely not. No one in Alternia, no one in the spaceships. Everyone's stinky as hell down here. Ain't no way. Anyway, one catches your eye. Mysterious Milnico. How do you say this? Milko? I'm just gonna say Milko. Mystical mirrors. In the distance, you notice a giant multicolored circus tent. Its peak stretches way into the sky and it looks like it could swallow the carnival whole. You walk towards it and its grandness blows you away. Its peak reaches way into the sky. But then you notice that the black sky is interrupted by the sun. It appears to be housed in a massive helter-skelter in the center of the area, just above the gargantuan carousel. The carousel beckons to you from there. Like a like a mouth with hanging teeth pulling you in. You feel like Odysseus. Odysseus? It's Odysseus. It's Odysseus, resisting the whirlpool with the jaws of Carbidus. God. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that. Can't spell, can't read, can't speak, can't do anything. I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here straight vegging. You shake off the stare. Pause. Okay, let's take a breather. Okay. You shake off the stare of the carousel and stick your head inside of the circus tent and see what wonders it holds inside. Trapezes and high wires are set up above, and the area is surrounded by seats in staggered rows. Usually they're set up in a circular fashion so the clowns and players can perform below. The tent is set up like a church, with rows all facing a lifted stage. Feels like this tent could house thousands. You begin to picture in your head what it might look like having all of the trolls you've met happy, enjoying a night at the carnival. This reminds you of why you are here in the first place. Find your friends! God damn it, MSPA reader, come on, get serious! You begin to approach the carousel. The vast glowing purple sun rising about the helter-skelter and carousel makes you shudder. There's something about this that feels strangely familiar. You remember a green sun in the sky before, burning in the center of your mind, but it's something... Sick, bro! I love not being able to read. You remember a green sun in the sky... Oh, wait, the font looks different. You remember a green sun in the sky before, burning in the center of your mind, but there's something about the sun that feels a bit off. It's just so... And then suddenly a figure runs towards you. You're almost so distracted you didn't see her. I'm guessing this is, Karako? Yeah. It's Karako. So great to see her. Yeah, last time we saw her, she would murder a bunch of people, but it was self-defense. That's true. And plus, Karako's cool, but she's still young compared to basically everyone else. It's cause she was young before, dipshit! You're not... Bro, MSPA reader really... Oh my god. Karako was like a little one. Couldn't even speak. Obviously, they've grown. She's grown. Whatever. She's grown. But, you know... Still young. No, no shit, Sherlock. Compared to basically everyone else you've met off-world, something this young surely that shouldn't be here. Isn't she just... what is she... Isn't she, like, just at, like, the age of going off to do stuff? Like, what is it, 6 sweeps? I'm sure she's probably, what, 6 sweeps by now? What brawling you said echoes inside your mind. Feels so long ago now. She seems to have been faring alright, though. Not too battle-torn. Maybe she has someone looking out for her. Maybe she knows where Marvus is. Do you know where Marvus is? She definitely wasn't who you thought you'd see. Bro, MSP reader, for fuck's sake, stop monologuing inside your head. Interact with the troll, please. You're talking to yourself again. She definitely wasn't who you thought you'd see, but she's someone who can hopefully give you some answers about what's going on here. You shake her head earnestly, she smiles. Can she still not speak? Yo, where am I? That answers my question. Karako smiles at you, silently mouths words. She begins making shapes around. Is she, like, purposefully mute? I'm guessing so. I guess she went from saying honk all the time to just being mute now. Whatever. Bending shapes with her hands. Oh, that's right. Karako used ASL to communicate. Alternian sign language. The only thing is you understand it all. You're a first guardian. You can figure it out, right, MSP reader? Right? Totally. Honk. Karako rolls her eyes and makes a sign with her hands that... Hey, wait, that doesn't look ASL, that's just a rude gesture. Fuck you! She grins and waves a hand, no big deal. Where is everyone? Karako tries to use ASL, but look on your face is very clear that you don't understand. Bro. Ah! She pauses for one that uses sign for sleep. There, EP? She starts with her fuck. I can't read, I'm actually illiterate. A dominant finger extended and spread apart. She starts by covering her face and then moves her fingers down to end with her hand below the chin. If it was touched, what? MSP reader, can you interpret this? Oh, you get it. Everyone's still asleep. It's pretty late. That makes sense. The carnival is closed and the acts need time to rest. Karako jumps down with joy now that they understand her. What is she doing? She's too young. Why are you saying this? You're too young. Karako shrugs her shoulders and shakes her head. She dead ass. I don't know how I got here. Honk? Apparently she has a question of her own. She looks around ways to communicate. Out of the corner eye, she spots a poster spoiling the rules of the carnival game. She points for you. What are you doing here? Not safe. Interesting. Not that you exactly expected safety here, but still interesting. Cool and awesome and definitely not terrifying. Let's cut to the chase. Does she know Child, Marvus, and the twins? Honk! Karako has a shocked look on her face. You panic. No, not like that. You definitely don't think all purples know each other. Can we stop with the... Bro, I get it. I get it. They're black. Can we shift? You must think all purple bloods know each other, huh? Look, just because I too... Okay, I want to get this out here right now. It's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence that I myself am black and also have a purple blood OC. It's... It's just a coincidence. I assure you. I assure you, I'm not trying to like pull one over on you guys. I'm not. It's solely coincidence. I refuse to believe that it was cosmic beings as it is. Fuck you. Karako laughs at you. She signs something that resembles the word for love. She points at another poster. There's a great big picture of Marvus Zoloto, an advertisement for his act. It looks like... Again, Karako points at the sign for the game and the Marvus poster. You're getting surprisingly good at following this extremely non-standard method of communication. Magical Marvus. Good. Friend. Not only does she know him, she adores him. Nice. Karako dresses over her shoulder. You follow her. You don't know exactly what's going on, but you're hopeful she will lead you to Marvus. Alright, let's go. Karako walks you through the carnival living area. You pass by little quaint caravans covered with posters and lights. We begin to approach a large caravan with a grand door. This is definitely where the ringleader of the circus operates from. You approach the door, suddenly very cognizant of exactly what you're planning to do here. But it's okay, right? You and Marvus are cool. We're gonna have to do this song and dance every time now, aren't we? MSP reader, your ass was not here for a whole 3 years. There is a good chance they hate your guts. Go in with that mindset and you're golden. Alright, let's just assume Marvus is not cool with us. Let's keep that in our minds, reader. Listener. No. Karako like, fuck no. Honk. It looks like Karako is building up the courage to knock on his caravan door. She uses the sign for weights. You should remember that. It might come in handy when hanging out with Karako. She listens for a second. Inside the caravan, you hear someone rapping to a beat. Karako smiles as she goes up to rap on the door. Just as she goes to knock, the big ring hand grabs her wrist and pulls her to the door.
It's you. Come in quick.
Hey, what's up? Damn. Fucking grabs you, come in, pulls you in. You hurry inside, and as soon as you step through the threshold, you feel like a shiver run all over you. Things feel different now, like stepping outside of a cold winter's day or getting out of a warm bath. A painful kind of clarity. I'm telling you, there are hallucinogens all throughout the carnival, and the Purple Bloods are exempt from it. Or maybe that's what's keeping them sane, and not murder happy, who knows. Marvus looks happy to see you, and smiles a big, handsome, extremely toothy grin. That's just how he is. But it's not the same kind of welcoming smile you saw in Karako. This smile is knowing. He knows.
Buddy, you ain't supposed to be here.
True.
Then again, this little one neither. What's one more rascal to the bunch? She's good at collecting them.
Rascals? Marvus signs something to Karako. Karako giggles and gives Marvus a big hug.
Hopefully nobody saw you two fools.
There was nobody here. Yo, I think I can gather why Karako's. Where's Karako here? Where's Karako? I can fucking fathom why Karako is here, MSPA reader. I'm gonna ask, what is this place?
Oh, hey, MSPAR TV. Welcome to my crib.
You look around Marvus's place. There are balled up pieces of paper all over the room, some with writing on them and music notes, big posters of buff depictions of Marvus, and cork boards with scrabbled words and symbols. Most importantly, there is a giant wall of empty Faygo cans.
This is my special caravan. You impressed? As you can see, I take interior design very seriously. Over here is the wall of me, and over it is the other wall of posters of me. Over here I map up my choreography, wink wink.
Huh?
And here you can see a mad tower of Faygo, my life's blood.
Karako laughs and Marvus pretends she might knock over the tower.
No, don't! Do you know how many cans I had to get through to get it to look symmetrical?
I imagine your stomach did not agree with you after that. Why are you at the carnival?
You see, I was hired as the MC here, the ringleader. Empire likes to think they give us a good deal here, but ain't no one of us got a choice in the damn matter.
As it is everywhere else as well.
But it's better this way. I've got big plans.
You in here revolutionizing as well, my man. Hold on. I'm gonna stray away from the plans. What about the mess of papers?
Showbiz, buddy. Carnival style. I'm a rider. What do you expect?
Fair enough.
The Empire holds me at a very high standard.
Okay. He performs in the carnival and writes his own songs?
Every song gotta be perfect. Cleaning is not my top priority, believe it or not. Between performing every single fucking day and coming up with new material, not much room for it. Plus, I gotta spend time with Shouty, right?
Oh, my Shouty? Like a melody? Karako and Marvus do some kind of special handshake with signs mixed in, something you can't even begin to follow.
Empire tried to make this seem a little less like motherfucking forced servitude by letting me write my own songs. You're in the presence of my drafts now. Here's a good one.
Don't tell me we're going to hear this dude sing.
Ain't no chance to swing. Took my life down to the brink. Solving riddles like the Sphinx. All I know is that your toxic love stinks.
That shit was ass. I'm gonna keep it real with you. that shit was dookie. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, buddy. Oh, he's in the middle of your temperature. You gotta admit to catch some.
It's Cargo's favorite. Nah, don't lie. All my songs are your favorite.
Real quick question, and you don't want us to come across sensitive or anything.
Not off to a great start, but
I don't want to seem as insensitive. Says the most insensitive shit. Sounds like me like 10 minutes ago. But why is he talking like this? She didn't get to speak in the mob before, but you feel like he's not quite the same as he was in ways. It feels extremely deliberate way. Wait a minute! Are they reading my... Hey! Get out of my fucking stream. Get out of my head. Get out of my video. Get the fuck out. Stop reading my mind. Stop reading my mind. Stop reading my words. Fuck you. Okay. I'm gonna use my powers of light to predict what's gonna happen within the next 5 seconds. We're gonna get talked down to in a very, very, basic way of like, oh, you, as in you, the reader, should not be bothered by the way that we are. What are you, some kind of racist? Blah, 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 blah. And they make you feel bad for having a different way of thinking of how these characters are. Watch. 3, 2, 1.
Buddy, you think I always talk like I'm singing and dancing for the man? You want me to tip my little hat and say, Thank you, sir and ma'am, to the Valor Bloods that have been so gosh darn good to me, too.
You can feel the blood rising up in your forehead and cheeks, a veritable river of blood, basement embarrassment. Seems to amuse Marvus more than anything else.
I know you don't mean anything by it. You only know what you've been shown is all, like a little grub.
So this has been fascinating, not mortifying the slightest, and you're actually genuinely happy to hang out with Marvus and just chill, but back to this carnival on a spaceship that don't exist in the first place.
This ain't no carnival. This is a fucking mirage. A bunch of smoke and mirrors. This carnate paradise is generated by a severed tentacle of Glib.
Okay, by the way, I wanted to say I'm sorry for that earlier. I was expecting something a little less, you know. I was expecting something a lot more forward and a lot less, you know, actually written, you know, like something more like just talking at you. My apologies. You know what? I need fucking 21 minutes in. I will say I will give these people a fair chance at depicting these characters in the way that they should be and they can be. I've given them some little bits and pieces of shit before, and I've given them shit earlier throughout this volume, but I will give them the benefit of the doubt. They could just think that this is how all Purple Bloods are, and that's whatever. Whatever, bro. I got my own qualms. I'll make a whole separate video about, you know, wrapping up Friendsim 2. It'll happen once this finishes at some point, whenever that is. But I will leave my thoughts and prejudices and whatnot and all my forward thinking and shit, all that at the door. New surplus. I'm going in. Wow, Purple Bloods. Fuck yeah, Purple Bloods. Let's go.
You know, all hail Glib and all its motherfucking manipulative glory.
So there's a tentacle of glib, isn't it? Glub? Whatever. Glib. So there's a tentacle of glib, literally, like, or figuratively. I think literally, that it exhumes toxins that makes you hallucinate. Interesting. Your mind kind of sticks in gears for a second. You weren't expecting to hear that particular name here. Glib. That's the thing that was Pfeffry's Lucis, although you guess it's not her Lucis yet, or won't be ever. The time stuff is kind of hurting your brain, but he's talking about a severed tentacle?
You know that great big creepy sun? Inside, the eldritch psionic energy warps his air into a carnival dream.
This must be the reason for the unreality around you. That's terrible. Not only have these trolls been ripped from their homeland, from some when they're still wigglers, they're forced to perform in a seriously fucked up version of their afterlife.
Real fucked up. That's why I drank this Fago.
Why did you drink so much?
Everyone here does. The daily work of the carnival.
Oh, fair
they
enough.
work so hard that they never get a chance to stop and really think about a damn thing. Then they're gone. But not us. One can in my mind is released from the slimy bonds of Glib. That shit keeps us apart, buddy. Shadows people and culture all the same. More fans tune into your sideshow bullshit, more favors and privileges you get.
Marvus's voice sounds strained, like he hasn't really been sleeping much, which kind of tracks with the whole consuming Fago constantly. But yeah, I imagine the sugars are... Bro, I can't imagine the fact that you're sitting here trying to take a wicked fucking piss, and you have stones, my guy. You have been drinking nothing but sugar drinks. Your shit is stones. You are stoning it up. You are the Thing from the Fantastic Four. You ain't... you be pissing pebbles, bro. There ain't no way. You don't.
Had to bust my ass to get my own caravan. They don't want me to have a space to be scheming. But with all the material I'm putting out, they'll never find out. This Fago is the key to our rebellion.
You heard your head snaps like someone just did a keyword search on your brain. But Karako grimaces at, we see the dichotomy. Karako doesn't like the idea of rebellion, and maybe she just wants to leave. Meanwhile, Marvus is out here plotting. I'm with Marvus though. Marvus has always been cool. Fuck yeah.
Karako, I know you don't want to risk it, but this cast is my family. Closest I'll get anyways.
Honk. Something in your heart twists half turn. You remember what Bronya said about Karako going away to be with her family.
And I ain't gonna sit here and let them be used like pawns of some fucked up game. Manipulated into being the Empire's damn enforcers.
Marvus shakes his head slowly.
I've just been thinking about doing something big. Could change everything, buddy. I can't just come out and say it, you know? Can't do it alone, but I gotta keep it on the low.
Fair.
Even my Chitter feed is curated. Nice way of saying motherfucking censored, but that can't stop me from spreading the truth. Songs full of subliminal messaging, calls to arms, meeting times, bits of our scripture, but it ain't fucking working. Can't reach my sibs in the prison of the motherfucking mind.
He leans in closer, his voice dropping to a whisper.
But just imagine, what if we took away the power source? What if we made a stand, showed them that we ain't gonna take their bullshit no more? It could be the start of something real, buddy.
Bro, I don't know how I felt about that being that close. Wait a minute. my bias is getting all flustered. Marvus straightens up, a sly grin smearing across his face.
Be smart about it. Can't let them see us coming. We gotta
Never
move
see it
like
coming.
ninjas, moving in the shadows, taking them down one by one. And when the time is right,
Slice off the head.
no more motherfucking sun.
Fuck the sun. Get the sun out of here. Shush! Well, that was one. Wasn't hard to figure out. Karako's glaring at you and Marvus now. Honestly, you're surprised he hasn't blown up the sun yet. He seems like he's really excited about the possibility.
Believe me, I thought about it. But there's extenuating circumstances, buddy.
And what are those?
Narrative constraints. The choice between salvation and revolution ain't mine to make.
Huh? Okay, I guess, admittedly, he knew about MS Pre-Reader's, like, name, quote-unquote. No one else calls MSP Reader by MSPAR, you know? But he did. MSPAR TV, you know? And so, okay, obviously, with the way that he is, it makes sense that he has at least some connections to the narrative, or at least some understanding of the narrative. So, that's interesting. Wow. You are feeling about the normal amount of confused for you lately, but also a little more unnerved than the usual amount. Marvus has always been mysterious, but this felt like something different entirely. HONK! Karako signs rapidly, her fingers moving fluidly as Marvus watches her intently. You watch the exchange, feeling a little left out, but also fascinated by how in tune these two are. Marvus turns to you with a thoughtful expression on his face.
Karako would much prefer salvation over revolution. We're her family. She doesn't want to risk losing us in a violent rebellion when a risk-free option is available.
It's never risk-free. There's always risks to both options. That's just the choice we gotta make. Sorry, Karako. I'm on the Revo route, you know? Marvus hesitates for a moment before responding to Karako. He speaks along as he signs with his hands.
Willing to accept that, if it's what you choose. But there's one condition.
Karako gives a pleading look.
The fucking tentacle. Either way, it's gotta be dealt with. The ones you leave behind, they deserve a fighting chance.
You're beginning to feel the weight of the decision. It's a tough choice, but ultimately they know what has to be done. Honk honk. Marvus turns to Karako and sighs and speaks again.
Thanks, girl. You make a motherfucking salient point. We'll take it into consideration.
So regardless, we're killing the sun. Let's fucking go. Karako smiles. Okay, this has been extremely enlightening and also kind of heartwarming to watch. What does this all have to do with Fago again?
Here. It's Moon Mist, the objectively best one.
Karako grabs a can of Dr. Fago and shakes her head. She clearly insists you drink this one.
Karako, please. Everyone knows Moon Mist is a superior flavor.
I'll take the Moon Mist, because I'll take the Moon Mist.
See? Everybody likes Moon Mist.
You take a sip of the Fago and immediately you feel its power rushing within you. You're not sure if this is mass amounts of caffeine and sugar or something else. As you drink, the world around you seems to get a bit hazy. You take another swig from the can of Fago as the sweet, fruity liquid invigorating your senses. As you look at the vibrant circus through Marvus's windows, you can't help but notice the slightly off-kilter angles of the tents and rides, and the peeling paint revealing the old wooden scaffolding beneath. The piles of trash and debris scattered throughout the grounds further punctuate the reality of the situation. But the colors! Oh, the colors are so bright and beautiful, it's almost hard to focus on the truth. You know that the tentacle psychic powers are at play, trying to alter perception and bend your will to its desires, but the Fago is keeping you grounded, protecting you from the minds of Glibglib's grasp. As you take another sip, you feel a renewed sense of clarity and determination to see us through to the end. And just like that, your vision clouds up and you see the carnival dreamscape again, but the realization of what's going on here is still there. Tentacle and the evil empire have taken control of their minds, erasing any sense of their true selves. What the fuck? What in the persona? And replacing it with their own twisted ideals. Your heart sinks as you realize the extent of the damage that this has been done. These purple bloods have lost everything. Their identities, their heritage, their sense of self. They were nothing more than pawns in a game they didn't even know they were playing. You can't just stand by and watch this happen. You had to do something to break the spell, to free them from the tentacle's grasp, but where to start? The task ahead you seems daunting, but you know you have to try. You owe it to these trolls to fight for their freedom, to restore their sense of self and their rightful place in the world.
We need to find Shahut. In the holy text, there are ways to protect the mind, body, and soul. Truth be told, there's a lot of fucking stuff. How to do War's burial, wedding rituals, and even how to protect yourself from eldritch beings.
Nice. That definitely sounds like it'd be extremely useful right now.
Shahut knows about all that shit. She's using her free time and Fago to rewrite some of our oldest texts from memory.
Nice.
Also, you gotta find the twins. They got a psychic link that'd prove pretty damn useful.
I imagine they don't get as influenced by the glub. No, wait, isn't it the other way around? The ones who are more prone to psychic abilities have a better time of getting manipulated? I don't remember. Because I know Solix was easily manipulated by, fucking Vriska's bullshit. Back when he fucking murked the shit out of his girlfriend. Barzum and Basil. Barzum and Basil. Bosley. Barzum and Bosley. I think that's how you say their names. You know them. They're friends of yours.
Buddy, everyone is a friend of yours.
That's very true.
Here.
Marvus gives you bottles of Fago, Red Pop, and Moon Mist Blue, gesturing at one of them in order to turn.
These are the strongest we've got. Drink Red Pop when you want to see this place as it really is. And have the Moon Mist Blue when you want to return to this Carnival Clown Circus Dreamscape Horror Fest. You don't have a lot of time in the Dreamscape though. The longer you're there, the more influence the tentacle has on you.
Okay, I think you got this one. Blue pill to stay in the dream, red pill to see how far down Travel goes. Good old Matrix. If you still don't know Kung Fu.
Buddy, what the fuck is that?
You don't know Kung Fu? What?
Nah, I'm fucking with you. But seriously,
Damn it.
if you don't drink the Red Pop in time, you might end up stuck in the dream. Forever. Good luck.
Don't stay in the dream. The dream is simply an illusion. Alright. Karako tries to pull Marvus out the door with you as you leave.
Sorry, girl. The moon is soon to rise and I gotta start the show again. And I can't be caught outside before that. I'll catch you later, buddy. Got a feeling that Shahut will be in the church.
Alright. They do their secret handshake again, and you and Karako walk out of Marvus' caravan. You stumble out into Marvus' caravan, feeling almost hungover from drinking the Fago. All around you can see how this place really looks. Damn, it's shitty. The shiny veneer of the dream world's gone, and although you're still pretty impressed that this is all here on a spaceship, it's definitely not exactly a pleasant place to be. I can see why you would take the Fago, because this place gives like Lisa vibes, you know, Lisa the Painful vibes. It's so dour looking and like grungy. It looks like, and you see like on the sides, it looks intentionally rough, you know? Kudos to the art design, by the way, for it to actually look like rough and like harmful to the psyche almost. I'm not dissing the art style. I'm saying it almost feels like it's looking like that, you know? Even the music is different. That's very cool. That's very, very cool. The music being different between the dreamscape and the real world, as well as the art style, that's fucking kudos. Like, legitimately, that's very, very cool. It's a place to be. As you orient yourself, you take some deep breaths. The air holds this plasticky taste, almost like sweet formaldehyde. You are grateful for the taste of Fago in your mouth. Karako points at a "You Are Here" map. You see that you're currently in the residential area where Marvus' caravan is. There's a carousel in the middle and the circus tent and the main area with all those games and rides. Weird. You don't see the church pictured or written anywhere on the map. Karako shrugs and shakes her head. Yeah, of course it's not going to be that easy. You grab the map and shove it inside your hoodie, which is starting to smell pretty rank at this point. Motherfucker, did you not take a shower? Karako points to the main area on the map and grins. And she's gone before you can say anything else. Probably a good idea to set up the whole investigation module thing in your palm husk again. That's proven to be a really useful thing so far. If you see Tagore again, you should really thank him for that palm husk. Of course, you feel like it's pretty unlikely that you're going to run into Tagore here of all places. The car with the caravan is still there, but you lost some of that shimmer from when you first saw it. Instead, everything feels so much more lived in. More than anything, it strikes you just how quiet it is back here. You assume that the sky overhead is either some kind of massive dome or a trick of projections. Either way, there's no wind blowing, just kind of a low droning noise that never seems to get any closer or further away. I'm telling you, bro. Oh wait, and you can Fago it up? Oh god. I only have so much though. Okay. I like the font changes in the thing. Alright. This caravan looks important. You can see blood splatters on the door in a way it feels extremely purposeful. Doesn't look like anyone's in home right now. Probably Chog's. None of these caravans look to be occupied. They vary from looking like they've just recently been abandoned to being pretty clearly abandoned for a while. Dust coats most of the windows and the doors look like they're rusted shut. Nice. It's really hard not to think that the giant purple school bus probably has some significance here. It looks like it's been converted into a living space, or maybe that's what school buses are like on Alternia. You guess you've never actually seen an Alternian school bus, so you suppose it could be standard that they're designed to be lived in. There's just so many Alternian school bus facts you don't know. As you approach the bus, you notice it looks like something is wedged into the doors. If only you could figure out how to get it loose. Looks like there's a fly jammed into the bus door. I feel like something is going to fucking jump scare me. Do not fucking... No, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Don't. You being like, don't you dare jump scare me, game. I'm gonna shit if you jump scare me. Maybe a bad idea. Yeah, I was like, you could possibly take a finger off if you're not quick enough. Yeah, I'm gonna do that later. Marvus' caravan seems to be the only one that's actually occupied. The faint glow of light from the inside accompanied by the noise of him moving around, thinking out loud. Okay, is that all? That looks weird. Looks like there's a hole in the base of this tree. I'll look in the hole. What the fuck? Is this King's Quest? Looks like a network of tunnels. Stop. Dudes look inside the hollow tree on the carnival ground. Is this a King's Quest reference? Or is this like an old point-and-click adventure reference? What game is this referencing? I want to say it's like... I want to say it's King's Quest, but I'm not sure. I'm not very knowledgeable of these old point-and-click adventure games. Network of tunnels connect this whole place. Too bad the openings are slightly too small for you to squeeze through. Damn. That was cool. We don't got anything on here for investigations. I'm gonna try and make this as quick as possible because I feel like my recordings have been going for way too long. Locations. Caravan, main field, the tower, circus tent, never mind. Wasn't it the main field? Without the benefit of the Fago-induced hallucinatory state you were in before, this whole place looks like the morning after the circus's last performance. Everything is being packed up and put away, and the only thing you smell in the air is the faint odor of mud and spoiled carnival food. The only sound is the low droning noise that you seem to basically be everywhere around this place. You wish you could turn that off. You can't quite tell what the ride this is, since it's a covered and packed up. It kind of looks like a tilt-a-whirl. Oh man, you haven't been on tilt-a-whirl in forever. Well, at least you think you've been on tilt-a-whirl, and you think that to make you feel like you were gonna barf afterwards. I fucking hate those things, bro. I almost fell out of one. Or something like it, a smaller version. I'm a big dude, so I almost fell out of it. Looks like the stage area is being taken apart and packed up, and no one's around to finish working on it. Everything is like half taken apart. This is weirdly depressing. It's like the bombs dropped in like Fallout, and they were in the middle of packing up the fucking carnival. This is like one of those destinations you see in like the Bethesda Fallout games, bro. You're not sure what was supposed to be in this tent before, but it looks like it's completely collapsed. The Ferris wheel sits dark and quiet, unmoving in the still artificial air. That's too bad. You wish you could ride it at least once. Peering behind the tarps, you can see booths filled with disassembled games, food stands, and other miscellaneous carnival stuff. It looks like it's all being packed up or abandoned. This is so eerie. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, guys. Alright. Wait, I can talk to somebody here? Hey, Karako. Thank her for coming with you. Thank you. Karako smiles. She holds one finger out on each and then claps hands together. She tends to flex her muscles. 2 heads are better than 1. About Bronya. You know she probably doesn't want to hear this right now, but Bronya misses her. It says that she's hopefully that Karako's okay, but she's worried about you. Karako smiles and a tear leaves her eye. Honk. You can't really follow the conversation that's happening in Karako's hands, sadly, but you do manage to catch a few gestures that shows the show of cradling someone in her arms, like how the Jade was held the grubs in the cavern. But the Karako balls up her fist so you can see the other side of her personality, the way she fought for those sea dwellers. Wait, what did that happen? Your head hurts. You're not gonna lie, you feel like there's a level of complexity to what was going on with Karako and Bronya that's way beyond your abilities to parse. You know they meant a lot to each other, but you guess it's been a while and Karako's probably happier too, right? She shrugs, makes a gesture even you know. Mixed bag, right? Honk. Yeah. It do be like that. You know where the church is? Karako tries to sign something to you, but bro, MSP reader, it's shocking how little you know. Like, honestly, it is legitimately worrying how little you understand. With you being a first guardian and everything. Like, if you were just some random schmuck, I would understand. But you're a first guardian of one of the timelines. You should at least have some basic fucking knowledge. Science is too fast to interpret. You really don't know any ASL. Unlike written Alternian, this doesn't seem to be something you can just understand. Maybe there's some commentary to be had there about how... Bro, are you really postulating at Karako about this shit? Who fucking cares, bro? Literally, who cares? There may be some commentary to be had about how the Alternian sign language didn't exist inside the confines of canon, is therefore outside your ability to naturally understand. But that raises some rather disturbing questions by your own she. Thank you, Karako. You know what? You don't need to understand ASL. She's saying, shut the fuck up. Karako sighs frustration in their face, lights up as if she just remembers something important. She mimes opening a can of soda and drinking. After she finishes paying, she swallows the whole hands to the right bonkers. Honk. Okay, she wants to look around using the Fega. That makes sense, at least from a mechanical standpoint. Never mind. Karako looks around for a second and grabs a flyer off the wall. It's a flyer for the traveling circus. She points to the caravan and the tents on the paper, gesturing emphatically. Maybe there will be a clue at the circus tent. You should keep looking around for more. Do I think Marvus is hiding something? I don't think so. I didn't get that vibe from him. Let me save. In case this is a bad route to go down, I'm gonna get my fucking head ripped off. Alright. Cheers. You take a small sip out of the can of Moon Mist Blue Faygo and the world swims around you. Open up your senses. The whole area looks like your traveling circus would be were to dream about it. You're pretty sure you don't actually have childhood memories of anything, but if you did, actually, this is what one visiting the fair would look like. The lights and sounds and smells are overwhelming. The jangle of carnival games and the roar of rides and the scent of popcorn, burnt sugar and frying food everywhere. Alright. Oh god, you are super limited! On the left, it looks like there's a ticket booth and some kind of cotton candy machine, you think. It smells great, but you get the feeling that trying to eat it would be a disappointing experience. You, look at it! It's oh my god, it's still draining! Let me get back there. This game looks so much fun. I want to take a couple more, oh my god. Maybe a little bit when you're fun with Church and Charles. Is there nothing here? There's like nothing else here. Alright, back to the real world. Taste of the can red pop and feel a sense of clarity returning. That was scary. You were on a timer. You were timed. You were timed. That is kind of scary. I didn't like that one bit. You were straight up super timed. If you were not back in the real world by a certain amount of time, your ass would be stuck in the dream world. There was a video game or a movie about being stuck in the dream world if you went in for too long. This may just be one big reference to the Matrix and I just don't know. Anyways, I think Marvus is hiding something. Huh? Karako turns her head to the side and makes an expression of exaggerated confusion. You get it well enough. What could Marvus possibly be hiding? Honk. Well, for one thing, he didn't exactly seem surprised to see you. In fact, he seemed to be expecting you, as if he's been waiting for you to get here all along. The sense of purpose is a bit unnerving. Karako does not believe your bullshit, my guy. Karako gestures in a way that you can't quite follow. Not really asking you a question, you don't think. More like she's agreeing with you? Honk. She grins and nods. Okay, yeah. You're trying to figure this one out. This whole place is all kinds of confusing. You feel like at any moment you're at the risk of losing your mind. Well, okay, so she agrees with us. Okay. Well, that's something. We have nothing in our investigation modus. We were at the rundown caravans. We can go to the tower. Let's go to the circus tent. The enormous circus tent stands tall, with its peak top towering over the surrounding area. The exterior is painted on with bold, vibrant colors, but upon closer inspection, or a sip of red pop, you can see that the paint is chipped and peeling, revealing the worn fabric beneath. As you enter the tent, you are again greeted with a sight that seems out of place for a circus. The seating is arranged in rows like that of a church, with a central aisle leading to a raised platform at the front of the tent. It's a strange, unsettling space that seems to defy categorization. The stale air is thick with the scent of canned smoke and sweat, and the general feeling of unease is palpable. The ring is full of random objects that look like they were probably part of a performance at some point. Actually, it looks like most of the items there are for some kind of lion tamer act. Oh shit, you really hope there aren't any tigers here too. Why tigers specifically? Lions and any fucking mammal that is big and scary will fuck you up, MSPIR. The seats themselves are threadbare and stained with an overpowering odor of spoiled food emanating from the ground beneath them. It's a strange, unsettling space that seems to defy categorization. The church-like seating arrangement adds an uneasy quality to the already spooky atmosphere, and with the scorch marks on the props hints at the danger that lurks within. There's a heavy tarp over the entrance now, but it looks like this was once where the performance would enter the stage. Let's see, anything else? I don't think there's a... Oh. Looking up, the trapeze and other aerial props hanging from the ceiling marred by scorch marks and burn scars, a testament to the danger of the circus acts performed within this tent. Weird, you can see the stars above, you almost feel like you know the constellations. The architect, he is responsible for all of this, orchestrating everything. Damn Scratch. The diplomat, trying to avoid taking sides in this conflict, he finds himself swept under, Tagora. Oh yeah, the collaborators, Follicle and Cuprum. Stronger together than they ever were apart, willing to face death itself. Marsti, forced into a role she never wanted, turning around into something she never imagined. The Reaper, that's sick as fuck! That's metal as fuck! Fuck yeah, Marsti, fuck yeah! And Bronya, the matriarch, always there to care for those under her charge, always ready to turn in the direction of the hearts. That's nice. Is there more? No. That's cool. That's cool little tidbits. I like that. Cool. Alright. Cheers. The walls are smooth, almost iridescent, material that shimmers halfway to the dream world, revealing otherworld beauty. I can't read slow because I'm on a timer, bro! Past large arching doorways is framed by glowing orbs of the entrance. The space inside is cavernous. The stage dominates the center, and all around it you can see booths and attractions usually intense. The center stage sits quiet, patiently for the show to begin. You're not sure if it ever will at this rate. Okay, and there are those two. Oh, it's... Okay, there's 5 of those. Okay, it's a pattern. Got it. The halo rings. Hold on. We gotta step out of the dream world. Back to reality, out of the metaverse. Okay. So, it's Doc Scratch, Tagora. Scratch, Tagora, the 4chan duo, Marsti, and Bronya. Got it. Okay. Locked in, twin. Let's do it. I did it, right? That's it, right? Was this not it? No, this was it. From like a left to right standpoint, this is what I observed. Right? What? Hello? What? Hello? There's a plan to all this. I just don't know what. Fuck it. We'll do this later. We will figure this out later. I'm gonna save real quick. I'm gonna save like every few options. I feel like it's all very important. Let's head on over to the tower. There's the Helter Skelter. Weirdly enough, this carousel seems to have completely faded from view. In its place, you see only a massive Helter Skelter, tall and imposing, looming over the surrounding attractions. Its once bright colors have faded into a sickly gray, and the chipped paint peels away from its rickety frame. The tower groans and creaks under the weight of its existence. Above it all, the purple sun shines down, somehow incessantly beautiful and unerringly merciless at the same time. The low drone that's been following you around the fairgrounds has risen to an unearthly dirge. You can even hear it in the background. It's very, very eerie. You want to go home more than anything right now. I want to go home now. Weirdly enough, the Helter Skelter looks a lot like a lighthouse. You don't know if that's anything yet, but it definitely feels like something. The last time you saw something like this, it was a different color and giving you some incredibly gnarly superpowers. Man, you really miss your powers right now. You feel like this whole exercise would be a lot easier with powers. A lot of things are a lot easier with powers. Cheers. In the glow of the moon mist, the carousel is a stunning sight with its intricate design and vibrant shades of purple that catch the eye and striking your imagination. Each horse on the ride has been crafted with meticulous attention to detail, their manes and tails flowing in the breeze as they spin around and round. The golden poles supporting the ride shine brilliantly in the light of the carnival, casting a warm glow over the entire area. And the music, oh the music, it would definitely draw on anyone who passed by the irresistible melody, psychic death, tentacle or not. The whole experience is a marvel of engineering, an artistically merged one. The lights in the carousel flicker, casting eerie shadows across the faces of the carved horses and creatures that adorn it. The horses' eyes gleam with unworldly glow as if they're watching you with unspoken warning. One horse in particular catches your attention. It's like its eyes were sculpted little and low and drooping. Its brows tend a sorrowful expression. Its mouth is meant to be open for a sound of a heroic manner. But on this horse, it looks like a scream. You're not, as these go, a huge fan of that. The shadows of the helter-skelter rise with the carousel, and beyond that, the purple sun shines, casting its pale light everywhere. Like this, the tower of the helter-skelter looks even more like a lighthouse. Nothing else? Nothing else? We're out. We're out this hoe. Alright, cool. Okay, so that's this place. We still have no evidence. No evidence? Let's go back to the rundown caravans. Let's try and grab this. Let me save real quick. I'm gonna get jump scared, aren't I? I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna shit myself. Give it a try. Okay, okay, you got this. Seeing wedge draw open a little bit and time to move fast. Yeah, got it. Ha ha! You're able to get the mechanism open just enough to reach in and grab the flyer before it crushes your fragile little bones. Oh, weird. Looks like it got a bunch of random bits cut out. Or cut out. You can't read the text. I would love to be able to see it. Bruh. Whatever. Cheers? Out here behind the main carnival, the sounds of the midway have dropped from maddening to merely slightly overwhelming. The lights are lower too. More of a subtle glow back here than a blasting omnipresence in the main area. You can still smell the wafting odors of manufactured popcorn and cotton candy, and the faint hint of what smells like wood smoke coming from somewhere nearby. Looks like this is the back of one of the caravans. You think, based on the size, it might be Marvus's? It's hard to keep track of where everything is when it shifts over to the dreamscape, and it seems like the layout only tenuously connects to the real life. It's like the layout is honestly way different, which is wild. The doorway of the caravan appears to open up to what can only be described as the depths of space. You're pretty sure that it can't be possibly real, but you feel like it would probably be better to keep your distance. You can see the lights of the carnival attractions and rides, dominated by the shadow of the Ferris wheel that stands out against the horizon. The sight fills you with the strangest combination of warm nostalgia and cold, gut-wrenching terror. Off in the distance, you can see the silhouette of the main circus tent. The effect is an eerie one, the sense of a presence watching over you, judging you for being out here in the back uninvited. You notice that the tent appears to be in pristine condition, even though from your experience inside it's most certainly not. We're out. Alright, cool. You really can't be in there for longer than a certain amount of time. That's fucking wild. That's so scary. I'm afraid to stay in the dream, else I lose myself. Let's go back to the circus tent. Let's try and figure this one out. I'm a little pissed. Okay, based off of where they're pointing, Doc Scratch is upright. He's upside down. Oh! Okay. 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 So it's that, an M, that way. So Marsty's is flipped. Marsty's is flipped. Bronya's is to the side, rotated 90 degrees. These guys are rotated. Okay, Bronya's rotated counterclockwise 90. The 4chan duo is rotated 90 degrees clockwise. Tagore is flipped upside down, and Scratch is as he is. Or no, wait. Yeah, he's as he is, but just a little turned. Okay. We're gonna figure this out together. It's almost been an hour. Wallahi. Is it over yet? Cheers? Alright, alright, alright. Lock it in, twin. Scratch. Who's on the side? Okay, these are right. These guys are right. Bronya. Wait. 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 And she's supposed to be flipped. And that's right. There we go. Let's fucking go. As you stare up at the stars above, you feel someone brush by you. You look down, hoping to see who dashed by, but it doesn't look like anyone is there. But you're holding a piece of paper you don't remember picking up. It looks like a flyer, some kind of clown religion thing, but the text doesn't make any sense. The words are doubled up or scrambled over extra layers. You hold the flyer with all the cut out bits of the other flyer, and suddenly it makes sense. The words left clearly spelled out the location for the church, which doesn't seem to make any sense. This place can't be that big, and you looked everywhere to try and find the damn place, and... oh. Looks like it was right over there, just past the midway. That was convenient. Wonder why you didn't notice it before. Best not think too much about that part. Narrative contrivance! I'm being very loud. Whatever. Dreamscape Caravan. Dreamlit car. Oh, it all changes. Hold on. Let's get out of the dreamscape. It's better to stay in the reality. Go on, church. Oh, this looks familiar. The church stands tall and imposing, with its walls made of dark stone and the roof adorned with twisted spires and gargoyles. The entrance is flanked by two massive statues of clowns, their painted faces frozen in twisted grins and send shivers down your spine. The interior looks dimly lit, with flickering candles casting in it. Oh, I fat-fingered it. Whoops. Interior looks dimly lit with flickering candles casting eerie shadows on the walls. The pews are adorned with colorful ribbons and offering of strange symbols are etched into the floors and walls. Okay. The air is thick with the smell of incense and the sound of whispered prayers growing in intensity. You wonder briefly if one of the cans of Fagel you're carrying will help your nerves, but you're shaking too much to even consider drinking one right now. Through the door you hear a loud booming voice.
But fear not, for there is a way out of this darkness.
Oh, Charles.
It is through the path of duty and righteousness that we can find our way to salvation.
Bless up. So true.
Keep your head down. Do what is right, and you will be rewarded in the end.
Now that sounds like bullshit, but you're speaking it. I'll step further inside. I'm no bitch! Deeper inside the church, you see a purple troll standing in front of an altar, holding a baton. She takes a deep breath and breathes fire as she speaks. Despite your trembling, you're captivated.
This is our home! My dear brothers and sisters, I stand before you today to speak of a new truth. We have been blessed.
Oh, wait, that's not Charlotte.
We have been brought to this carnival, a new promised land, where we can start anew and build a new community together.
Who are you?
Think of it, my friends. We have been given a second chance. A chance to escape the troubles and conflicts of our old home and start fresh in this new world. It may not be what we expected or what we wanted, but it is a blessing nonetheless.
A newly made OC? Never before seen? What the fuck? She takes another deep breath of flames. How the heck is she doing that? She's a firebender, obviously.
Some of you may be wondering why you were chosen to come here. Why you woke up in this strange new place.
Me?
But let me tell you, my friends, that you are among the lucky ones. That you were chosen to come here. Maybe it was before your time, but it certainly was before you were consumed by chaos.
Chaos. The Chaos Gods. Blood.
The chaos is ingrained in our purple blood. We were saved.
What?
So let us not mourn what we have lost, but instead embrace what we have been given. Let us be thankful for our new home, this new chance at life.
Bro, what is she yapping about? Professional yapper over here.
Let us work together to create a new society, one that values equality for all. Let us make the most of this opportunity and create a new world that we can all be proud to call our own.
That's sick and all, but literally, who? Once she finishes her sermon, the fire dissipates, and the troll stands at the altar, leaning up against it. You approach her cautiously, hoping to get some answers. 1 second, I wanna... Wait, why is there... What's with the corners? Why are the Oh, is that the candle light? I thought my shit was about to... Someone was about to QTE me. Oh, wallahi. Hey, what's up? What are you doing?
Who are you? How did you find this place?
Well, you see, you found this pamphlet, and suddenly you just kind of knew where it was. You had help, though. Marvus gave you some soda. The troll's looking at you through narrowed eyes, your gaze even and cool. Did you say something wrong?
No, you most certainly did not.
Brother?
My brother's involvement in this is...
You related?
Expected.
There's a... She's your... What?
I thought he was done with that.
Done with what? She just kind of ignores you and continues.
My name is Aknai.
Aknai.
Bid you welcome to our sanctuary, though it is unusual to see someone like yourself here.
Oh yeah, she means your freakish mutant appearance, right? Aknai nods.
Indeed. To answer your earlier question, I was preaching, although my audience has been diminished as of late.
Yeah, that's an understatement. There's basically no one here. You've only seen like 3 people so far. Fortunately, 2 of them were coincidentally friends of yours.
Coincidence is often a mask for deeper truth. But you are right. Our brothers, sisters, and other fellows have all gone away.
Oh, yeah, right. The whole brothers and sisters, as in brothers of the big G upstairs, right? You're looking for a troll named Charlotte. Anakai's face remains impassive, but you see something float behind her eyes, a faint twitch of her eyebrow.
She did not show up this morning to read with me. She is not in her caravan. This is unusual.
Wait, is Charlotte someone who she knows well? See, you're friends with Charlotte.
I am her mate sprite.
Oh,
Also,
congrats.
It is odd that she never mentioned someone like you.
Ouch, damn. Talk about Omega Law. WH Omega Law. Literally who? Ouch, that hurts your friend's feelings a little bit, but you'll be okay. More importantly, does she have any idea where Charlotte went?
I suspect her disappearance is connected to what happened to the others.
This feels weird. I don't even remember her at all. I don't think she was an entity in original Friendsim, so we're just bringing random people in to fill in their quadrants now? Okay. Okay. Sure, OC that the creators made. How are you?
Sadly, I do not have additional insight for you. I would suggest you make your inquiries elsewhere.
Thank you for being none help at all. Okay, cool. You know you're not wanted sometimes? Sometimes. You look around once more. Well, that was dog shit. Of course, the main problem with that is you have no idea where you're supposed to look, or where you're even supposed to be looking for. Maybe we need to talk to Marvus again. Very well. It's so empty here! You know that the Highbloods aren't as common in disturbingly eugenics-themed line of inquiry you don't want to think about right now, but there should be dozens of them here, especially if younger trolls like Karako are included. That is very odd. Okay, Marvus isn't here. That's not a good sign. You haven't been able to find Karako either. You spent a half an hour wandering the grounds, but you can't seem to find anyone else. Anakai is still there in the church, but you can't find Karako, Marvus, or any other Purple Bloods. Finally, you find yourself outside the Helter Skelter again. Outside the tower. You feel like there's something very important about that place, and you need to figure out what's going on. You need to find Marvus again, and you need to get him to give you a hint and give you a straight answer. It's just feeling more and more like one of those times you need to go around poking into everyone's stuff until the answer reveals themselves. Or in other words, it's time to snoop. The Helter Skelter looms above you, crowned by the burning visage of the purple sun. Deep inside, you feel something come loose, like someone just pulled out the last strut that was keeping your mind propped up. It's hard to look away. The same way it was hard to look away when you saw the green sun. Of course, this is completely different from that experience, you're pretty sure, at least. Huh. The door to the Helter Skelter remains frustratingly locked. You get the feeling this is going to be extremely important later. We need to find the key. You think that the purple sun is actually where that weird droning noise is coming from. It seems to get louder when you get closer to the Helter Skelter. No shit, Sherlock. Aren't you just... You're just a wealth of information. Cheers? Now you've had a chance to acclimate a little bit of how things are. It's hard not to see the way that tower juts out from above the carousel. twisting up into the sky with the way it feels almost impossible. The music that plays from the carousel is a distorted, discordant tune, sounding almost like the shrieking of tortured souls. It echoes through the air, sending shivers down your spine. Even the sweet taste of the Faygo can't erase the feeling of unease that settles over you. It's as if the darkness of the purple sun has seeped into your very bones of the carousel. Okay, that's cool and all. I'm so glad that it took you 4 fucking bottles to extrapolate to me, MSPA reader. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you. So happy for you about that. I have to read every single pissing thing that you say, you dipshit. So maybe stop using big words, please and thank you. Anyways. You feel an need to look at the carousel. There's nothing inherently sinister about the carved horses and their colorful livery, but you find it unsettling on all the same. Even in the dream, the tower and the sun are there, in one piece of constancy in this ever-shifting labyrinth of the mind. Okay. Bro, where do I go? Where do I go? If we go to the clown church, juiced up, no. Standing in the middle of the clown sanctuary, you feel a little tingly, like you're standing in a deeply unfamiliar place. Couldn't think of it, you're not sure you've been a regular church or a synagogue or a mosque or whatever weird shit the Mormons have going on. The vibes are pretty similar to Child's church back in Alternia. In fact, you're pretty sure the layout's almost identical. There's probably a reason for that, but your current sample size of 2s are not really in a place to guess why. Also, I don't think they really care to redo it if I'm being completely honest. You. Nice blood? The fuck? You never got to introduce yourself properly. See, you're a kind of pan-dimensional being, probably at least nominally from Earth. That's a planet that's kind of like Alternia, but actually not in any way like Alternia. Also, you're from another dimension. Does she want to be your friend? Still got it.
I must decline. I'm trying not to worry about my mate sprint.
Fair enough. Why didn't you just go look for Child?
You do not understand. This place is remarkably inconstant. Just look around at how it swirls and roils under the light of the Faygo haze. Or how it rots beneath us when the haze wears off.
How long have you been here for?
Since the last Jubilee. About a sweep now, I believe. I came in with the last group, along with Chahut and Marvus.
You're still a little bit confused about that. Why don't the Purple Bloods go off-world at 10 sweeps like everyone else? When you meet Chad, she seemed pretty sure she was going off-world.
She likely had a sense that our time was coming. That the call would go out and any of us the Empire considers of age would be taken.
Even Karako? She's like 5 sweeps old or something.
Some of us are expected to grow older sooner than others. This has been the way here in the Empire for quite some time now.
Wait, deadass? Is this just a piece of lore that they just made up, or is this real? Chat, is this real? There's no chat. I'm recording this offline, I don't stream. Chat, is this real? Someone in the comments tell me if this is real or not. I don't care to look for it myself, because I don't give enough of a shit. Do you have no idea where the others went? Ankai looks up and down at you slowly. It's like she's trying to decide whether or not to trust you with this information.
I have my theories, little one. Sadly, this is all they are at the present.
Okay. Is she willing to share any of those theories with you?
I would prefer not.
Sick!
There are things here that watch, listen, speak.
Or you could say hear, feel, and think. Heidelin, Final Fantasy XIV. You glance around nervously and feels like the temperature has dropped noticeably. Is she worried about Child specifically?
I am confident that my mate Sprit has the ability to take care of herself.
I don't know if she's able to take care of Doc Scratch if he decides he wants to go sicko mode.
She is well known for that capacity.
Yeah. Care a lot about Child, doesn't she?
Obviously. She is my mate Sprit.
Given how much Anknai... How did I forget her fucking name? Bruh, I'm dog shit. Given how much Anknai had to say about basically everything else, this is a surprisingly terse answer.
I have no desire to showcase my feelings for the entertainment of a stranger.
That's fair. Okay, ouch, that one hurt a little bit.
I do not care. But yes, I care deeply about Chahut. Do not mistake my assurance of her safety for apathy or a lack of concern.
What do you think about Marvus?
That is a complex question. I'm unsure that you have the time for the full answer.
You're willing to accept the short version. You hate to admit it, but Marvus is one of your friends you know the least well.
I suspect that is, at least in part, by his own design. Marvus values his secrets, for good or for bad.
I can respect it. You want to know that a brother wants to keep his secrets. Sometimes there's a need-to-know basis and you never need to know. Absolutely.
Not to imply that I believe he is malicious.
But something in her body language bristles when she talks about
Do
him.
not misunderstand. My discomfort is largely a personal one. Marvus was at odds with my matesprit over some theological questions. The specifics are esoteric, but the basic point of the disagreement has to do with Glibgalib's exact nature, or rather, its potential for malice.
Oh, that sounds complicated. Does it mean Child and Marvus aren't getting along? Annika laughs.
Oh, you wiggler. If our beliefs were so paper-thin as to disallow such a disagreement, they would have never survived the rain for a sweep, much less 1,000 of them.
Nice. Bro, what is this question? What is this? Bro, we're really gonna send this, aren't we? Hey! Nice blood. Alex seems to be deciding how sincere this comment was.
I take it you do not understand the significance.
True. You shake your head.
The blood that flows through all of us. The sacred substance that binds us and divides us all the same. Having our blood splattered here on equal display. That is a mark of the most divine truth of them all.
Okay.
That deep down, we are all essentially the same. Differing only by a few trace minerals in our blood.
Well, you wonder people whose blood actually is might have something to say about that. Annika actually laughs at you.
Where do you think our blood comes from? Did you not arise from the very belly of this place? From the guts that churn out every divine substance?
That is true. Last volume we did have to deal with stuff like that, so that makes sense. Do we really, bro? Do we really have to? You know what? This seems like a great place to stop this recording, because I have stuff I still need to do today. And I feel like I'm gonna have to stop it for the moment before I get interrupted. So anyways, this is the end of this part of the recording. Check back in the next one. This is gonna be an hour and 14 minute first episode. I highly doubt that. You know what? Instead of me trying to do an outro, I'll just stop it here. And, you know, come back to it in a later moment. You know? Anyways, on to the next recording. Whenever you do that, slurp plus...